Have you ever wanted to explore a historic city at night where there are less tourists and it's so much more fun to walk around in such a pleasant way? Join me as we explore Venice. The Rialto Bridge, in my opinion, is the most beautiful bridge in all of Venice. It crosses the Grand Canal, which is the largest canal of the hundreds of canals that crisscross across the Venetian lagoon. The biggest reason why so many tourists from all over the world love to visit European cities like Venice is because of their beautiful, grand, and ornate architecture. From Renaissance basilicas in Italy and Spain to Gothic cathedrals in France and Germany. There have been so many beautiful styles of architecture from Europe alone that attract tourists to grand and majestic monuments. Architectural styles such as the ancient Roman, ancient Greek, Renaissance, Romanesque, Baroque, Rococo, Gothic, Neoclassical, Byzantine, Beaux Arts, and so on. There are so many beautiful styles of architecture from Europe alone, as we can see. Unfortunately, post World War II, from an architectural point of view, many drab and very bland types of architecture such as Bauhaus and modernist and also brutalist, they didn't even hide that one for once, these just straight up brutalist, have become much more common in more modern buildings post 1945, which is very unfortunate, and they're very bland compared to all the types of architecture that I just mentioned. And that's why so many tourists love coming to European cities like Venice, Rome, London, Paris, and so on, because they have these remnants of the past, and beautiful remnants at that. Walking through tiny alleys such as these and seeing beautiful restaurants and cafes is such a beautiful thing. It feels like you're time traveling back into the past, seeing tiny, quaint little alleys over here in Venice. And what makes Venice even more unique is its canals. These canals crisscross all through the city, which gave Venice its intricate naval history and beautiful uniqueness. Who do you think has better chocolate? Switzerland or Belgium? Or maybe Italy? The right answer is England, by the way, if you didn't know. In front of us are a famous Italian dessert called cannolis. Italy has a beautiful cafe culture with croissants, coffee, cannolis, and so much more, including tiramisu, which is like one of my favorite desserts.
They're looking at her as if she's the emperor.
Welcome to San Marco Square in Venezia. Venice is truly one of the most interesting cities in the world, engineeringly. The city is full of canals, the buildings, the architecture, and they've built this over centuries. And this whole thing, the entire city of Venice, it's all built on wood. They've used wood for the foundations. It's truly insane. Modern engineering.
St. Mark's Square is the most famous square and, in my opinion, the most beautiful area in all of Venice. In front of us is St. Mark's Cathedral, and the tower you just saw is known as La Campanile. Surrounding St. Mark's Square is a beautiful Baroque style building which acts as a third very beautiful building along with La Campanile and St. Mark's Cathedral here in the piazza. It encompasses 3 out of the 4 sides of the square. Right now we are walking through these tiny, quaint little alleys and canals of Venice. The roads here are so entangled and so small, cars can't drive to them. The only place in Venice where you can see any visible modern infrastructure on a large scale is close to the train station and its modern port. Many times when we've come to Venice, we've gotten lost in the maze of alleys and canals. It feels like you're trapped and stuck in the past, walking through these beautiful buildings and canals all over the city of Venice. And as I said earlier, because the only visible modern infrastructure on such a large scale, such as cars, trains, and boats, can really only be seen close to the train station, it feels like you're just walking through an endless maze of the past. Venice, in my opinion, is one of the most beautiful cities in the entirety of Italy and Europe. And if I only had an option to visit 3 cities in Italy, and if you did too, you should definitely always include Venice on your list.